she too understood that information is stored in stone and in bone. And she developed a method by which the soft tissue, the myofascia, could be given breathing space and made room in the body so the body could be more in blossom in and of itself. So this is ideal for all of you in the next few years to, let's say, have the body worked upon and free up what is stuck so that you can access this higher knowledge. And on the world level, Pluto in Capricorn can bring a transformation of Earth's bones. Many of you have traveled around the planet to various sites that were built by the giants of old. These would be all over England, of course. You have Stonehenge, one of your most favorite, or let's say famous giant sites. And you have all kinds of hedges and different menhirs and markings and things of this nature. And the giants of old used the bones of earth, the stone, because they could put knowledge into the stone. They could etch knowledge with their minds. So in the course of Pluto transforming in Capricorn, the area of Capricorn, quite simply we would say that many of the old structures, the bone structures of earth, will start to sing, will start to zing and play and vibrate and come alive. So as you fine-tune your body, Jackie, and all of you, you will find you can go check out your worthiness or your new abilities by visiting many of these old sites and by simply sitting with the stones, or perhaps listening to the stones, or going to these old sites and hearing and seeing with your mind. You follow? Anything else, Jackie?
No, thank you very much.
It was a long answer, but it allowed us to say a lot here and get a lot in. Who else has question, comment? Who is it?
Sebastian.
Sebastian, loud and clear.
I've read information about a planet in the 6th dimension.
You've read information about a planet in the 6th dimension.
Yes. The book, the planet is described as a paradise. How can we get there?
It sounds to us like you are looking for a bit of escapism here.
The book says that 64 million people are there.
The book says that 64 million people are there.
From Earth to this planet.
You feel comfortable with this? Or are you asking us?
I'm asking you.
We don't feel comfortable with it. We'll tell you why. Right now, your job is on this dimension. And certainly, Sebastian, there are all kinds of dimensions. And certainly you have the ability to, with a highly developed mind and nervous system, there are people who have the ability to see and to visit these dimensions. But right now your work is here on Earth. And you know, sometimes ideas have great, great power. And there are going to be a lot of people on Earth, more and more, who will be looking for some place to escape to, who will be looking for some place where it is paradise. They've come here, they've fouled the nest in one way or another. They've lost the dignity and the pride of being here and having a human form. So paradise sounds like, heck, let's migrate there. Especially if the real estate is cheap. But we will warn you, there will be many Ponzi schemes and many enticements, inviting people on a fantasy level, on a wishful thinking level. I want to go to this good place, it sounds great. Your job is to stay here, even if things aren't great. If they're not great in your life, guess who is responsible? And it's not the Illuminati. So if you boogie, so to speak, on your own responsibilities and want to escape because something isn't quite right, family, friends, bloodline, jobs, love life, sex life, you name it, it does not bode well for your soul. And again, different people tune into different things. But do we see a planet of paradise in the 6th dimension with 64 million people? No. Not according to that scenario. And if there was one, you wouldn't want to go there. You see, it is easy to entice and to pull people in to other dimensions by ideas. But you have no idea what it's like when you get there. And for the most part, the only way you are going to get there is either die and figure out how to navigate to what you call the 6th dimension, or, this is not good, but people have been plucked out of your world, kidnapped, so to speak, out of 3D reality and put into another reality. The whole Christian idea of ascension and rising up into a heaven is quite a limited concept. And any of you who understand Christianity will know that this whole idea of a Messiah dying on a cross and then being resurrected is a very old idea. Something like almost 36 historical examples of Messiahs dying and rising again. What does that mean? What does it really mean? We would advise you all against fantasy, wishful thinking. In the next year, there will be a configuration of energy that can seem to break the bounds of time, to fuzz them out, and to activate an idealism in people that can be turned into really escapism. Technically, you can look at this as a Neptune-Chiron conjunction, for those of you who want an astrological map. Neptune tends to be fantasy, delusion, it's also very artistic, it's very, wants to connect with cosmic consciousness, all these desires brew there, but Neptune can be very full of deception and lies and disillusion. And Chiron, of course, holds the keys to higher consciousness that span time. Quite simply, this translates that there's going to be some confusion about dimensions and time over the next year or so. And there will be a desire to escape through time. There will also be collapses of time into the now, and more people will lose their mind because they will not be able to concentrate with the new fluidity of time. Once again, there are events, and there are many ways to experience the events. There are influences that set up a field of possibility. Within that possibility, events are brought to life by all of you. There's a collective agreement. And yet within these collective agreements, if you have presence of mind, you can make a choice. We advise you the choice is this. Keep your feet on the ground. Check your address. Last we knew it was Earth. Maintain responsibility for where you are. And if you are looking for a paradise, it is a marvelous idea. But build it here.